presents Could Be You TV.
I just want to say I support that.
Thank you.
Keep hustling, keep working, keep doing what you're doing. I support that in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I'm the Naked Cowboy. It could be you, TV. I'm the Naked Cowboy. Look at my boobies.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Or hers.
Mi gente, my peeps. I've missed you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have, first of all, as you can hear, I had a partying weekend. Can't wait to tell you about it. So my voice is a little raspy, but nevertheless, I am so excited that you're all joining me. Thank you again to all my loyal viewers. The show right now is live on Facebook, so please share, because the more we share, the more views, and you know what I say, sharing is caring. So thank you so much. As you can see, I have two of the most amazing people. They're like my besties. I have my bestie here from like high school. I can't wait to get to know her. Welcome, Cynthia.
Hello.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And here I have my other good friend, Louise. Oh my God, thank you so much for being my special co-host on this special edition, which I kind of like broke it up because as you all know, Halloween is approaching. I feel like I've already been partying. Halloween is like been the whole week. And Halloween's not even here yet. Halloween here, Halloween there, parties here, party there. But as you also know, October, it's like Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And this is the one opportunity that I found that I had a chance to actually do a segment on cancer and cancer awareness. And what better way to touch on the topic than to actually have two personal friends, not just guests, but they're my personal friends. They can tell their own stories, and we're definitely going to be getting to them in a little bit. But we're always going to start the show with birthday shout-outs. So let's get to the birthday shout-outs. So happy birthday to all my Libras and Scorpios. And we're all October babies. And for those of you, I just found out that I never knew what this was until recently. I'm a Libra cusp. You ever heard what the cusp is? Are you into astrology?
I start Libra, so...
You start, what date are you?
23rd.
So you are, no, you start Scorpio.
I'm 24th, yeah, I'm 24th,
So you are Scorpio.
Libra started 23rd.
Of September?
Yeah.
Oh, September. See, I'm the 22nd of October, and the next day, Scorpio starts.
You're still Libra.
I am, of course, but, I just found out that it's a cusp, which is like I got the tail of the Scorpio.
You're definitely a Libra.
I am a Libra, but...
I'm a Libra, so you're
I'm a Libra, but I have a little bit of that stinger, and I'm not going to get into it, but yes, I found that out. But I am a true Libra. I have all the qualities and all the traits of a Libra. So with that being said, yes, it was my birthday too. Just want to say Happy birthday to all everybody. And Bobby, I'm so sorry I cut your head off. I try to make you huge. Okay, and Bobby is CEO of Strong Island TV. Anyway, happy birthday. But, you know, as you all know, it was my birthday too. And I just don't have a birthday. I have like a whole party month. Do we not know this?
Yeah.
Of course. For those of you who don't know, Luis here goes by the name of Big Africa on his Instagram. And he knows all about partying because he is also security. He does a lot of security.
Used to, but
Used to? Well, okay. So,
I'm about to open my own company now. So
well, there you go. We're going to be talking about that in a minute. But, so my birthday was a blast. Thank you for asking. I just came back from Vegas. Yay! Yes, I came from Vegas from a wedding. Okay, I went to a wedding with my girl Reem. Reem, happy birthday to you too. Love you. We had a blast. It was one of the best experiences I had. You know, in Vegas style. It was really, really okay. So I'm gonna tell you a little secret because a lot of people been asking me what the hell's with the patch in my eye.
Oh, I loved it.
Okay, thank
I
you.
loved it. It was the
Thank
best
you.
look.
So you see what I mean? Thank you. Okay, so I wore this patch. Okay, the 3-night partying during that night.
She wore the patch.
Everybody was like, "Oh my God, you badass! Where you from? Look at your outfit." I mean, they were just all. I was like, "Oh, this started to be part of my MO." Now, this patch is working for me. I'm gonna. But let me tell you the story behind it. I had a severe allergic reaction.
Oh.
So my eye was almost. I couldn't open it. It was kind
The
of shut.
solution.
So it was so bad that I had to go to the ER and get steroid shots. Can you believe that? Out there in Vegas. So
Only
as I'm
you.
late, yeah, it was that bad. So I laid in bed and I was like, wait a second. I'm in Vegas. I'm supposed to be partying it up. I said, there's no way I'm going to get, let an allergy reaction, just take over me being bedridden in freaking Vegas. So I said, no. So I started brainstorming. I said, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to dress and I'll just cover my eye with a patch. I'll cover my eye with a
really
patch
well.
because I couldn't put, I can't put makeup on it. It's swollen. So what else a girl to do? Am I gonna sulk and cry and
get some sleep.
There's no time to sleep in Vegas. Like I'm there to party. So, anyways, I put this patch and I just matched it up with my outfit and my hair and all that. Let me tell
So
you,
kinda like a Slick Rick.
I did. I was like Slick Rick's little sister, the modern, Let me tell you, I've created a trend, I think. Everybody was like, oh my God, and this and that. And I had girls that I'm from South Dakota, and there ain't no bad bitches in South Dakota, but you are one bad bitch. Like, they were just going insane on me. So I think I have something here. But, Bobby, do we have a little video to show of my little birthday?
Some of y'all gotta go to the airport when you leave the club. Who's going straight to the airport? Well, if you don't have to go to work tomorrow, it's time to turn up, motherfuckers. Baking soda, I got baking soda. Baking soda, I got baking soda. Women, 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 through the glass. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on, back.
fabulous Amadeus. Amadeus, what's up? Thank you so much.
Happy birthday,
Thank
Queen.
you, my love. Thank you for the VIP experience.
Family, baby.
Thank you so much. Look at this view.
Motherfucker right now.
Oh, shit.
Anybody from the East Coast in this motherfucker right now?
Woo!
So let me take it to the East Coast quick fast, y'all.
Ah!
I'm from the streets, y'all. Let's do some New York City shit. Let's do some New York City shit.
So yay, happy birthday to me. As you saw, I was
Happy
living
birthday.
it up. Thank you. How amazing was that? I mean, I have to thank foremost Randy and Amadeus. They took special care of me and my girl Reem. They gave us that VIP crew experience. You know, we were hanging out. I got to, was watching Fabulous and French Montana. And just their whole vibe and their whole generosity and their whole hospitality. So thank you so much. Kisses, I can't wait to go back. But so now I'm back in reality. But anyway, so here it could be UTV. We do this little segment called OMG, What Now? So basically, it's like what's trending out there. What do you feel right now is trending? Like, what do you hear that's going on that you watch the news or you watch something on Instagram? You're like, oh my god, like what now? Like anything that comes to your mind?
I keep on thinking.
You're thinking, do. Well, you do that way.
Well, it's always about the elections.
Oh my god,
Sure.
that's all you do.
People
hear
are
that.
just fighting over everything.
You know what? This is the only thing I'm going to say about this. Because here it could be UTV and Linda Land. We really don't indulge in politics or religion, none of
Too
that
bad.
stuff. Because I just can't, I get fired up and just too much for me. But I am going to say, I hear and I see a lot of backlash with Donald Trump and,
Police brutality.
I believe, police, like there's so much of that going on. Like I said, I'm not going to get into it. All I have to say is no. I personally am not a fan. Let's just say I'm not a fan. But he is who he is. He's the president. And no matter what, even if I'm not agreeing with, you still got to respect the fact that he is. So no matter what you do or say, or you're just making it worse, making yourself look bad because there's nothing you can do personally that's going to change the fact that he's in office and he's the president. Like I said, I'm not a fan. But I see it constantly on social media, on the bashing and the name callings and all that, So, yeah, that's why I don't get into politics. But you know what? Let's get into something before we really get into the whole politics thing. Let's do the Halloween McDonald's decoration they had. So, yeah, McDonald's removes Halloween decoration of person hanging from a tree. Now,
Oh gosh.
you know what? I believe
How
that.
did it even get there?
Exactly. I do find that offensive. I do find that, like, you're in a public place, you are a multi-billionaire restaurant, you have children, families
Someone
coming
didn't check
in.
that?
It's decorations, I get it. But when you're actually putting something like that, that's very rude. I don't think that's a Halloween decoration at all. That's
No.
very offensive, you know.
that's-
So I think that
I don't take that lightly. So
no, absolutely not. That was something. So you know what? I'm glad that they got they're made to take that down. I think they should shame on themselves. But coming to this next one, I want to hear your opinion on this. Just check out this little video.
A national retail chain has stopped selling black jack-o'-lanterns after receiving complaints that they're just another form of blackface. A New York station has the details. Take a look.
A controversial Halloween display that has some Nyack residents asking black pumpkin or blackface.
They are pumpkins, black pumpkins, idiots. That's all there is.
Local NAACP Director Wilbur Aldridge saying it shows a, quote, extreme lack of sensitivity.
We understand that someone
complained about them, and so once we got word of that, we immediately took them down.
Mary Marzola says the pumpkins, personalized with the names of each partner at the Feerick, Nugent, and McCarthy law firm, were never meant to offend anybody. Her associate Alex Shaw says he never thought twice about the jack-o'-lanterns.
It is just not something that I took offense to personally, but since it did offend somebody, the firm took proactive steps and took them down.
Though since they've been removed, both attorneys are left wondering why the decorations didn't raise flags at the store where they were purchased.
A spokesperson for the retail chain apologized and said, "This is a sensitive area, and though unintentional, we apologize for any offense caused." So, what do you guys think?
I didn't like the look of them.
That's right.
I really didn't. I just thought they were just totally unnecessary.
Exactly.
I don't like it at all.
And I know people say, "Oh, it's a pumpkin,"
Right.
but far away,
Yeah.
you think racism.
Yeah.
And then when you get up close, you think, "Oh, damn, it's a pumpkin."
It's true. It's a double take. It's a double take because, listen, if it was just left black, I have seen just black pumpkins, and I think that's okay. But to put the face on it, it just doesn't need it. Look, the blackface will not be tolerated in any form, fruits or vegetables. Let's just.
So, now, the first picture that we showed of, the McDonald's with that hanging, that was totally even disturbing. It had nothing to do with race, the color. It's just overall. But now, it's a pumpkin. This is my opinion. It's pumpkins. Just like it was red pumpkins. It's yellow pumpkins. So it's black pumpkins. So now because they're reversed and now they're taking that as offense. So now everything they're doing, so now you can't even do a black pumpkin because they're already taking it to offense. What do you think about that?
I don't think it's offensive at all. I think that they had to take it down because they have a business. But if it was someone's house, they would definitely not take it down. It's not offensive.
What do you think?
To me, it depends on how people take it in a way. It's like, it's not such thing like a black. All the pumpkins are what color?
Orange, green, white.
Well, but that's the whole thing. Now, let's say you walk into Home Goods, because I've been to Home Goods every single day of the week, and you see all these different color, white, so it's Halloween, so it's a black pumpkin. So instead of an orange pumpkin, you would draw a face on it. But because it was a black pumpkin, you put a face on it, automatically assume that you're mocking, the race. Where if I seen that, that's not the first thing that comes to my mind.
Nowadays, people really have to kind of be careful what they put out there, because you don't know who you're offending.
But who are these people? Why are we so easily offended?
Someone's always going to be offended, so you can't
no, I get you.
bow
but
down to that.
What I'm trying to say is more like, okay, like I think if it was put in somewhere else, it wouldn't be less offensive than like actual business.
Right. Well, I think that's why.
Right.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like totally different. Like,
but I don't know. Like just watching it, I wouldn't say
crazy about it because it was not saying like, like an N word on it or anything.
Or like the first picture, the decoration that McDonald's had of the hanging. Now that's offensive. Period. But so anyway, people just. Come on, you gotta stop getting every little thing being sensitive about. It's Halloween, it's decorations, whatever.
Me personally, I don't celebrate Halloween, but
you don't, right? So you get to slide on that one. So, but do we have about the old lady? How about this? A 60-year-old lady gives birth after getting pregnant naturally.
Oh my God, what?
So yeah, so supposedly she is a doctor herself. She's an obstetrician herself, and because she knew how to administer, or she knew how the whole, fertilization. So she managed to impregnate herself with fertilization at 67 years old, naturally. Why and how, I don't know, but it's definitely an oh my God. And
she's not the only one. There are many other ones that are out there like that.
I just don't understand that. But also, this fascinating video, I loved it because I went, hallelujah. What is that video of the Coast Guard? and I'll be the narrative of that. So there, what you saw is the big seas of drugs, a drug bust by the Coast Guard off the coast of Florida. It was like cocaine and marijuana, and it's like a street value of over $350 million. I'm so sorry for you, whoever was making money out of this and making millions. But I'm for the people that are actually not using this now, and we get to save lives. Thank you for the Coast Guard for that. So I think that was amazing. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're actually going to sit down and we're going to hear the stories of my fabulous friends that are next to me. So we'll see you in a minute.
Me llaman Dan Pablo y hace más de 20 años me enamoré de una colombiana. Viajé a su país y conocí un estilo de café muy distinto, muy especial. Ahora tostamos cafés excelentes, con alturas y microclimas diferentes, resultado en una taza muy compleja y muy rica, un sabor nuevo en el mundo. Fue un éxito. And I even got to keep the girl. Welcome back, mis amigos. So as we all know, this is, I think this is like the last of the days of October, but October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I wanted to touch a little on it because it couldn't have touched closer in my life than to have my very own best friend from high school, Cynthia. I'm so happy that you're here with me, but at the same time, it's like bittersweet because I still can't fathom the idea that you're actually a cancer survivor.
2 times.
2 times cancer survivor. To me, I don't think I've had anybody closer in my life that I've experienced it the way that I'm experienced with her. As you see some of the pictures, we go way back with our children. They're almost the same age, and we've been through so much. Like, I don't think anybody can be as close and have withstood the times and we just wrote it all. And when I found out that you had cancer, that kind of like totally devastated my life because I just didn't know how to react to that. Like, how do you handle that? What do you say? Well, it's just like, it's not, I have a cold and
Right.
It took me a while to really understand what was going on. Maybe at times I didn't act like I should have, one would think, or because I just didn't know how, you know what I'm saying? But you being the actual survivor and all that, how when you found out, like, how did you find out, and what was your reaction to that?
Well, the first time I found out was because I kept on feeling pain in my left side. I couldn't sleep on my left side. So right away, I went to the doctor to find out what was going on. And they said, yeah, you have stage 1, and you're going to have to get a mastectomy. This was 10 years ago. And so that was like the height of women at that time getting breast cancer, and the recommendation was to get a double mastectomy, even though it was on one side, but the choice was for me to get the other side.
Right. Now, how long did you say before you started to feel the pain? You say you went immediately, but what was immediately? How long between you felt the pain until you actually went to the doctor?
Well, I have to say it was immediately, because a friend of mine, I had lost contact with her, and she told me about her story. So she made me like very aware about my body, and from 1 month to, like literally 1 month to the next, I felt something, and I went to the doctor right away.
And was that immediately that she told you the story and you something
Right.
clicked, or
Right.
you have felt that pain before and just didn't pay mind to it?
Well, I kept on going to the doctor and telling them I think I need to go to get something checked out. Everything's fine, you know, back and forth. And I was too young at the time to get a mammogram, so the doctor kept on saying, no, you're too young, you don't need a mammogram. And so I was like very vigilant about checking my breast every day, every once a month. And when it actually surfaced and I felt something, I'm like, okay, let's go and see what's going on. So that was 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you did go into remission on that?
Well, after you get a mastectomy, it's out, right? Or supposedly, or however, for some people. I didn't have to go to radiation or any other kind of thing, you know, medications. They gave me the option to take toxamycin or whatever that medication is, and I opted out not to.
Okay.
So 2 years ago, it's about 2 years ago, right? Still feeling pain. Now I got a new pain, and 2 little bumps surfaced on the outside. So biopsy, back and forth to doctors, back and forth, and had to, of course, you know, had reconstruction after mastectomy, so that had to come out, and they had to check.
So you're telling me that
inside.
after all that, you had your double mastectomy?
Mm-hmm.
Mastectomy.
Right.
It came back.
Right.
So they didn't take everything out.
Well, they speculate what could have happened, but they feel as though it's just a new occurrence.
Wow.
Because when you get a mastectomy, they're taking everything out, so
Right.
you should have nothing there, no tissue, further tissue.
But something was still left there, I guess. Or did it build from something else?
It might. They don't know. They can't say whether it was still there or whether it just manifested from new, you know, a new occurrence. It was what it was, and this recommendation this time was chemo, radiation, because at this time it was like stage 3 because it was in my lymph nodes.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
So,
and this is what I have to, I mean, she's going through it like literally, you know, it's her body and her life, and but me from the outside, like she's telling me this and she's talking to me like, and this and that. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh my God, really? And I'm tearing, I'm hysterical. She don't hear me because I don't want, but I'm like, I can't hear this. Like, I can't deal with this. I don't know how, I can't do this. So I just try to just listen because I know there's nothing I can do, but it's just like, I don't even think I can still fathom this whole thing that my best friend, was going through with that. And, so what's the status right now?
So the status is, I had it removed. The recommendation was chemo and radiation. I could not accept it because it's just something that you just don't.
So it was a choice. It was your choice? It was your choice to...
Well, I did research, and instead I did alternative.
Okay, so in your opinion, this is what you want to do with your body?
Right, right.
Okay.
And went to another country, had it, tons of doctors just poke me, take blood, stayed there the whole day.
Are you good now?
I'm good.
You
girl.
see?
I'm good.
That's all I needed to hear. So we're
Yes,
good
I
now. We're good now.
That's
and
good.
I can only wish that you continue whatever it is that is working for you. You continue with that. But Luis, you tell me your story because I know you for a very long time.
Yes, ma'am.
And I have to say that I wasn't really aware that you were. You know what it is? I bump into you on so many occasions. Mr. Fitness over here, he's a personal trainer, nutritionist, a whole bunch of stuff. But my poor man is always hurt as well. Just like me, I'm always hurt because I do have a herniated disc that I've had for years, so I always suffer with the pain. So I always see him at pain management, and shout out to Performance. I know, to our friends there, I always bump into you there with either a broken toe, a foot,
I had
anything.
hip surgery, ankle.
Right, all these surgeries. So in between all that,
yeah.
I never knew that you were a cancer survivor. So tell me your story and how did that come about?
Okay, first of all, we have time, right?
Yes, we do.
All right. Because my story is kind of odd because I didn't feel the pain that you felt. I actually was training. I was doing back with this guy named George, and we were warming up, and my back locked on me. I used to lift heavyweight, like 500 pounds. It was only like 45 pounds. I was just warming up, and my back locked on me. And, typical person, I just tried to get up, I couldn't get up. So I tried to get up again, I couldn't. So they brought me a chair. I sat down, and so I said, let me give myself a few minutes, and to get up. And I couldn't get up, so they called 911 and took me to the hospital. So they did in the hospital. They can't do no MRI, so I had to do X-rays and stuff. They say you do have a herniated disc, but it looked like something there that they can see, but they're not sure, whatever. So they say just follow up with your spine specialist. So I waited a week later because my back was like inflamed. So they gave me like more training and stuff like that to just get. So I went to see the back specialist, and they sent me for a Zwinger. Actually, it's right there. It's funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Zwinger right there.
Right.
So hey guys, I got to Zwinger. I remember it was on Wednesday. Because I'm a Wednesday baby, so I always remember. So
at least remember that. I don't
yeah, I got
there.
there.
My whole month.
When I got there, they did an MRI. When you do an MRI, they tell you follow up with your doctor, but they didn't let me leave the the radiology place. So I'm waiting an hour or two. So I want to talk to the dude. I'm like, why am I? They're holding me for it. They said, oh no, the doctor needs to talk to you. And my actual doctor called me.
Were you scared at that point right there?
No, I didn't know what was going on. So my doctor called me and said, well, you still a Zwinger? I was like, yes. So and that's not the doctor that asked me to go get the MRI done. That's my gastro doctor.
Wow. So
I knew something was wrong.
Oh.
So I got in there. They switched over to a speaker and they said that I'm getting chills right now. So they said they found something in your kidney, and it's not looking good. I was like, "What are you talking about?" They were like, "That was the reason why we held you for so long, because we were going back and forth with the doctor to find out if what was going on." And they told me I had cancer.
In your kidney?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that is a rare one.
Yeah, everything just went dark. So I couldn't even remember my name, where I was or anything. It's like, cause I'm by myself here. I came here on my own. My family, everybody's back home in Africa. So I don't even have nobody to call or say anything. Like I was just like, I have people here that call my adopted parents that I know them since they took me in.
Right.
But they're not like my blood.
Right.
My blood family. So I couldn't tell my family too, because they'd be panicking back home. So
wow.
So I went to see the doctor. They said where it is located, they can kind of freeze it, or you'll go for surgery because they don't know how big. So they went in. My kidney's kind of like the size of like a tennis ball, not like almost a tennis ball, and I had to call my family back home. Like my mom is at the time, rest in peace, was still alive at the time. So I told my mom, I said, listen, this is the first time I'm going to ask the whole family to pray for me, because I'm fighting for something that I don't know, like if I might be able to come back from it or not. And she asked me, what do you have? And they said, I have kidney cancer. And she said, that can't be possible. I was like, yeah.
Is cancer like that heard of in Africa? Like, do people with that?
Cancer don't run on my family.
Okay.
So I don't want to blame the Americans, but it's mostly like, you know, the food and stuff.
It's the
you know,
food.
like, you know, we eat
It's
here
the
and
food.
stuff like that.
We
so,
believe in this, huh?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, definitely food. Definitely food. So long story short, my family prayed for like they fasted for 3 days. I don't know how your beliefs are. Like, I'm very spiritual, so my family prayed. Like, my mom and my family, they fasted for 3 days. And my mom told me they're going to send some angels to be with me. But I kind of didn't understand it, even though, okay, I'm a believer, but I'm not, like, on that level yet, but sort of not understand. I'm like, how is it possible? Because I don't have nobody actually, like, here with me. I don't have no brother, no sisters, you know, nothing. I'm here by myself. I came here on my own, you know. So the day before my surgery, I was on, you know, the dollar store that used to be at Packmark?
Yeah.
Over on Brentwood?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was literally there buying stuff to, you know, for my surgery. And there was a lady ahead of me, she was like 8 cents short. So I was like, no, go ahead, just add to my tab. And she turned over and she shook my hand, just grabbed my hand. She grabbed my hand and she was like, oh, wow, you're trouble. I was like, what do you mean? So like your spirit. I'm talking, that's his true story.
Yeah, trust
like,
me,
yeah.
I'm all about that. I'm into all that, so trust me.
I was like, what do you mean I'm trouble? She was like, I can feel you, like you trouble. She said, what's going on? She said, we're ministers. And we prayed last night, and God said someone need us. And we was just driving.
Oh my God, that's giving me the chills here.
Yeah, we kind of never spoke.
No, not on that level.
Like, you know, like on social media, I try to, like, you never know who you, like, kind of, like, you know, inspiring, whatever. You don't want to put anything negative in social media. More like, you know, this, you know, movie stars or whatever, celebrity. That's why most of them more into drugs, because they're trying to, like, cope with everything and not let a lot of people down, and they end up, like, you know, committing suicide and stuff like that. So back to the story. So the lady, like, just pay for the stuff and come and talk to me. And I came and she said, talk to me. I said, all right, I don't know how you know, but I'm very troubled. I'm going tomorrow for, you know, cancer surgery. And she was like, she said, don't say nothing no more. You are the one that we were sent. So she said, come with me to the car.
I'll give you chills. It's giving me the chills here. I want to cry.
I walked to the car with the lady. So we, and her husband was in the car. He came out. He shook my hand. He didn't even say a word. I guess like he already knew what it was. And they put their hand on me and they prayed for 5 minutes. My body was so hot. It was so hot. I can't even, I don't know the temperature. And my body got just turned cold. And
wow.
They made me stay in that parking lot. They drove to Monroeville. I'm talking almost an hour, and grab a Bible. And they asked me they showed me the verses to read
right
before the night of my surgery. So I read the surgery. I called my mom. My mom said, we still gonna be there, you know, in spirit,
right?
Not worry. So tell me why the night before, my neighbor decided to take a flight to United States.
But neighbor in Africa.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and see you. And I was like, I didn't want to tell them what was going on, because I'm like, I said, listen, I'm going through something right now, but you're not gonna have fun. Maybe after, because I don't know, like, if I'm able to come back from that or not, you know? So
but you already knew.
It was like, what's going on? So like, I just got this lottery ticket for United States, so I just picked the date to come. So like, I said, I'm having surgery tomorrow. She was like, okay, what's going on? I told him, so like, it's funny, like, something. So
you believe it's all connected?
Yeah. So I said, okay. So they flew here, so I have to postpone the surgery the next day. So those people that give me the Bible, they give me the number to call them and let them know about the surgery. So I told them my surgery was at 7 o'clock, but you have to be there like 3 hours before surgery.
Excuse me and my dry throat.
Now you give me.
We're having a cough fest here. It's
Drink
right
some water.
here. But all that you're saying is giving me the chills right now. I think this.
So, I got to the hospital like 4 o'clock in the morning. Tell me why I see those people that was in the store.
Really?
Yeah. I did tell them where the hospital and what time, but they did pray for me and, you know, got me the Bible where to read and they said a peace. They stayed there, they prayed for 5 hours.
Wow.
So when they went in, my tumor shrunk.
That night?
To this big.
Talk about miracles. My goodness.
Yeah,
Are you
so
kidding me?
I was diagnosed cancer-free at the hospital, no chemo, no radiation.
Wow,
So
that is the story and a half right there.
It's been 6 years.
So you believe in the miracle and the spiritual part of...
Yeah, and the medicine. Yeah, I do believe, yeah.
Okay.
I was operated by the best doctors.
So did they take out the rest of the tumor? Is that what they did?
I only 98% of my kidney. I still have only 2% of my kidney.
Wow, that is fascinating. But I want to quickly get, because I don't want to run out of any time before I get to. So you both made a statement about the diets and it's in the food. So you are believers that cancer has to do with the food? Is this what you're believing and this is how it's... what is your take on...
So when I went to the cancer clinic, they give you a whole entire class of nutrition, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, and they talk about the food that we're eating presently. And everything that we eat is processed. So if it's in a bag or in a box, they say you should not eat it.
Right.
If it has more than 3 ingredients, you should not be eating it. Sugar is the number one.
I should definitely
The
go get
number
myself
one
because-
cause, because that's what the cancer cells feed on.
Really? My God, you give me second thoughts here about what my sugar
the
intake.
meat should be, minimal. We should not be even eating meat in our diets, but that's how our society is. So.
But you never really. But let me ask you. Back in further down, into our back in generation.
I don't know if you know, like everybody have cancer cells, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what right. And
Everyone,
so some people are able to get rid of them in other ways. That's why some people are able to smoke like packs and packs of cigarettes because their body is getting rid of it in whatever other ways. So, yeah.
So you have to maintain a certain diet now and eat certain foods, and because I know that you do, right?
I was never restricted anything because I was like I told I was diagnosed cancer free, but I'm not someone that eat out every day. I cook my own food.
Mm-hmm.
I try to really do organic, but that's
right. That's the push.
Yeah, so I'm mostly like fish, but not like tilapia or anything because it's more like farm raised type of thing. So
right.
I cook my meals. I go with my girl pretty much, once.
But let me ask you something. Now, because you hear more, obviously, because we are from Long Island, and you hear that the cancer statistics on it's higher here on Long Island, and you hear, it's because of the water and all that. Do you believe that it's a substance, something that's causing more of why is the rate so high here, particularly in Long Island?
What do you mean by water?
Like the water that we drink.
Deer Park water?
Yeah, well, not so much to make, but they say that Long Island has one of the highest cancer rating of people with cancer, and it's due because of the water system or the whatever is in the water that we drink. I'm coming out of your faucet and stuff, but I'm not talking about.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, Long Island is number one to have the highest of cancer.
I think So let's put it this way, right? I don't know if you know, actually, Deer Park is the second street that has more food stores in the United States. Just look at Deer Park Avenue.
Well, that's news to me. I never knew that. I live right there.
Yeah, that's your neighbor. So just start from Buffalo Wild Wings down.
Okay.
Right.
Yes. It's your fast food place. Yeah.
So it's sort of like they made it more convenient for people to actually
absolutely.
eat like bad food.
Right.
You know, I don't want to say any names like food. I don't
Right,
want to
you
get
want-
sued or anything.
Right.
But it's more like now it's like okay, and they have so much drive-through. Like everything is open. So
Exactly.
instead of someone going home and have a salad, it would take me 10 minutes to do
And
it.
it
but
costs more
if
when
I
you go
stay in
through
the
the-
drive-through, it's like 3 minutes.
Exactly.
And, you eat
And it
that, you
costs
go
more.
to the bath, and it's more like processed food, and So I mean, I love burgers. It's like my cheat meal. Don't get me wrong, but you go, before bed you eat a burger. When you wake up, you're not gonna feel good.
So
It's
now-
gonna slow down everything.
So let the people know now. So now you're more into your nutritionist, and you are
what I do in the morning. I don't know if you know because you're surviving now. I do lemons. I have like a glass of water with lemon. I
Right.
drink like
I'll
aloe
drink
vera,
water, like a bottle of water.
Yeah,
before-
aloe vera. I do like apple cider vinegar. All these things that
No,
I
vinegar
can.
I have to stay away from because the vinegar messes with your pH, and pH is something that's important in our bodies. So, like,
But
vinegar is like...
apple cider is not like as crazy. So I do that. I take all my vitamins and stuff like that. And my first meal was have like an oatmeal, egg white, spinach.
Let me ask you something. Are people can people reach out to you, and if they want any kind of nutritionist advice or any training done and stuff like that?
Yeah, they can reach me.
Let the people know, because
Facebook.
we are actually running a little bit out of time, and we can just be here forever talking about our stories. And I would love to have you guys come back, and
Yeah,
because
we'll be
this
more
is
than
not something
welcome.
that you can cover in a few minutes. This is
Yeah,
something
I have lots of topics to talk about, but I guess
well, listen, that only means that you're going to be coming back on the show. But let everybody know out there exactly your social
everybody
media.
knows me as Big Africa, but my Facebook name is Louis Ouedraogo, Louis Ouedraogo, and Instagram is Big Africa 631. They can email me at Louis Ouedraogo, like LouisOuedraogo, or message me on Facebook. I coach about 15 to 30 people right now.
Wow, look
So,
at you.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about this this shirt right here that
The
I
shirt-
kind of love it. What does
Yeah,
it
the
say?
shirt was made for me from, if I don't know if you can see the back.
Let's see.
It's,
You can stand up.
I
The
don't know.
fight. Look at that.
Yeah,
Anybody
Fight
see
for
that?
Breast Cancer, yeah.
The fight for breast cancer. It's actually a really, really cool shirt.
Yeah, it was made for DC Sport Apparel. Shout out to DC Sport Apparel.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I told them about coming to the show. They're kind of FedEx is overnight for me. So I
Oh,
can
that
be
is
here for the
amazing.
course.
Well, shout out to them, and we definitely all should be on the lookout. And let's just get a couple of more of these t-shirts that I'm really, really digging right now.
No, I will bring you some.
Oh, there you go. I like that. I like the way you
I'll
said
bring
that.
you some.
But I just want to quickly, do we have a picture that we show? I want to show how happy, I'm so glad that you're with us here, because if you wouldn't have produced such beautiful children, I would say congratulations, but it's going to be like a year or 2 years already that I've yet to see your baby, that every time I want to go see him, he's never around because he's so famous.
No,
Did we show?
You have my cell phone. You the one.
Do we have his picture of his baby? Look at you. Look how cute. Aww.
Oh, adorable.
Thank you. Yeah, I have two. You forgot.
Yeah, right there. Well, there she goes. Wait,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
forget.
right. Thank you. That's
So there we
Olivia
go. They're
and Flora.
beautiful children, and we're so glad that you're still with us here to be able to tell your story and to be able to be around for your children.
It's
And
my
Cyn-
beautiful children.
and Cynthia, well, her beautiful children are my beautiful children because they're my godchildren. But I am so happy that you were here to be
nice to be here
with me finally to everything. You just hear. You never actually experience what I go through, and you know that I'm a hardworking person.
Yes, you are.
Only she would know 30 plus years to be with me. You don't know how glad and how happy it makes me feel that you are doing. I don't want to say you're great and you're okay, because I don't think that anybody who has experienced what you experience will ever be great, but it just you're like a role model, and it makes you look up to you to say, wow, they're strong enough to go through these things. It makes you more aware of yourself and that it can happen to anybody.
Yeah, split second.
In a split second, and it's just a matter of, I guess, taking care of yourself, and definitely I'm gonna be thinking twice about the stuff that I eat. So once again,
I don't want to roll my eyes in TV.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all my loyal viewers. Before we leave, Bobby, do we have that quick video? I wanna let everybody know that we have a Miss Princess Long Island pageant that is taking place very soon.
Thank you for tuning in, man.
So I want everybody just to check out this video, and whoever has a little girl that might want to participate in this event, just check it out. Do we have that?